by the will of night. Hear me, shades of the dead, and listen well.
Your strength is needed now to join our fight.
Upon Olympus and in depths of hell. Within these crossroads you are safe with us.
Yet we would ask your service to our cause. Your will is yours, your choice is given thus. Together let us rise above our flaws. So mote it be.
I love that.
Our wards are that much stronger thanks to you.
Like, it's such a cute little bit of flavor to the game, but I really appreciate that you get to join in the chants and the incantations when Hecate is surrounding her cauldron with her little witch friends. With all that said, though, okay, so today we are going to be taking the Moonstone Axe, a very powerful weapon for sure, not objectively speaking one of my best weapons. Before that, though, why don't we go ahead and upgrade our...
to increase my grasp.
Do exactly what Mel just said. So we get 2 more grasp right now, or only 1? Okay. I guess I'll just take Omega Moves channel faster then for now. And then as far as insights go, we don't have a lot in the way of moon dust, but I could, in theory, go buy some moon dust from the wretched broker and change that situation. Objectively speaking, I should probably buy more grasp first.
Here are the bones.
But this is more fun. I'm going to buy 5, because then we can upgrade origination and strength at the same time. And we needed 140 for this, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that too, I think. Oops, I bought a little extra, but that's fine. We can't afford another grasp upgrade, so that's all we'll do for now. But it might let us get something fancier, so let's go ahead and... Well, what would I even buy with the... Oh, wait, I'm not... There we go.
Don't have enough just yet.
Oh, shoot. I needed 5 more grasp. Oopsie. Well, off to a very strong start for this episode. There we go. Okay. Oh no, Gnocchi's shouting at me. I forgot to feed her breakfast kiwi. I'm so horrible. I guess she'll have to wait a whole nother episode. See you in an hour and a half, Gnocchi. I'm so sorry. I'm not that sorry, but I should be. Poor Gnocchi, she's going to starve. All right, what do I take actually? Because I need to have the grasp for it and I don't easily do. I guess I'll just take Wayward Sun for now. It's cheap.
The Wayward Sun.
And it gives us a little bit of regen that we could benefit from.
The Wayward Sun.
There we go. Okay. So, insights. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our origination. So now we do 38% more damage with 2 curses to enemies with 2 curses. And this required 6. Oops. It's only 5% damage reduction. I guess I don't really care that much about that in hindsight. Second special deal. I guess I'll save my moon just. I don't want to go back and waste more time. We're already, what, 3 minutes into the episode. Let's go ahead and start the run. So,
Shadows conceal you.
we don't need any fear, so I'll just leave it at base difficulty for this one. All right, oh, and I took the Thunder Bangle because I want Zeus Boons for this run for sure.
You're wise to bear my cloud bangle, my niece. How easily I spotted you with it, so that I may bestow my blessings when you need them most. Now choose, and smite our enemies as I would do myself if I were there.
I'm sure you will be there one day. All right, so honestly, his special is what we want, so this is great. And oh, it's still common, darn. Oh well, maybe we'll see a second Zeus Boon that I can verify. As it is, I don't actually have a way to change my keepsake, so we get to use this at any point in the run. So here is how you optimize the aspect or the axe, especially in the early game when you don't have a lot of boons that enhance your damage.
Not even those with the power to enter the crossroads at will can entirely anticipate which of its 3 hidden paths shall be their exit.
What I'm going to do is you go dash attack and then special, dash attack and special. That's the fastest way to bring out the DPS of the axe when you don't have a lot going for you in the early game. The downside here is objectively speaking, my attack is going to be the base of my damage, so I really do not want to put Zeus Boons on the attack. You generally want Zeus Boons on whichever is not going to be the core of your damage. Getting a palm on the Zeus special will be great early on, because the way Zeus's damage works is it applies his curse, and then the damage from his boons comes from that curse splits. So right now, we apply a curse to enemies that when I deal 100 damage to them, or 120 damage to them, something like that, they have Blitz pop, and it's going to do 130, now 160 damage, which is going to add up very quickly. Hammer or Chaos? I think with this build, I want Hammer first, because there are some very strong hammers on the axe that make it a lot more playable, admittedly. And Chaos is a little too risky for the early game in particular, where I don't want to be locked out of all of my options, or slowed, or prone to taking more damage. So, as far as how the axe plays, you have a 3-hit combo, with the 3rd hit being very slow and very big, but too slow to really want to use reliably. Dashing Heave. Your dash strike hits twice in an area around you. You channel your Omega Special 25% faster. You channel your Omega Attack faster and move 50% faster while it is active. Either Furious Whirlwind or Dashing Heave would be really strong for us. I'm going to go Furious Whirlwind, especially for the base aspect. The Omega Attack is probably the way we're going to play. So again, dash attack into special. The other thing you can do is charge up your Omega Attack, which makes you spin. If you dash, you cancel it. But if you dash before you launch it, it will follow you with that dash. And that is going to be how we do a lot of things. So I charge it up, and then I dash into a group of enemies that don't have armor, specifically enemies that don't have armor. For bosses, we'll try and hit them with the special first, because obviously we want to have Blitz applied to them, so it does more damage. But that's going to be the basic way we play this axe. And there's another Zeus boon. Hopefully we can get a good boon. Double strike would be amazing.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Got as much damage as I could there. Get Blitz on her, and then bail out. So Blitz will automatically activate as well, as long as I, after 4 seconds. But like, it does a lot of damage very quickly.
Hear me, on my authority.
Alright, Storm Ring, Ionic Gain, Arc Flash. Your damage from your Omega moves immediately activates Blitz effects and makes them stronger. If we get, honestly, if we get Zeus's special now, or attack now, that wouldn't be the worst option. Alternatively, Ionic Gain is pretty solid. We get a full mana regen every 9 seconds, and Storm Ring is objectively insane for DPS. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Arc Flash. We'll probably benefit from this later, especially if I get a good attack boon that has a secondary effect, and I want to just do the dash strike into special technique. I know I can pop these enemies' armor quick enough that I'm not so afraid to dash into them that way, but it is a little bit risky if I in later floor, so I need to be mindful of that and not be overzealous with my DPS. Let's see, Palm or Magic? We don't really need Magic just yet, and 1 Magic regen boon will probably be fine. Got the free chamber, excellent.
Led me to this place.
We'll go ahead and pop this on Blitz still. I think 180 from the special is great.
Deep in the endless woods of Erebus lie secret clearings, undiscoverable, but through supernatural means.
I knew we'd find this place.
All right, Arachne or Selene isn't a bad option here because we are going to be using a lot of magic for this kind of build, but I think we go Arachne. She can offer more, and I like her story character.
Oh, welcome.
Go ahead and pop open these and see if anything good comes from them. Unfortunately not. That's fine, though.
Saw you get into a scuffle with the great big witch. Why are you fighting? I thought you were on the same side. Oh, I can hardly keep up with everything lately.
That's fair, Arachne. I have no idea what's going on in my daily life most of the time, too.
Headmistress and I aren't really fighting. Well, no, I suppose we are, except it isn't born of anger or misunderstanding. It's just her way of making certain I'm prepared.
The word you're looking for is you're sparring.
Huh. Well, look, you show her for me the next chance you get, won't you, my friend? And no pressure, but I might be watching just in case. I won't get underfoot, I promise.
If only my cats followed that logic of, I want to watch, let me be directly under your feet. I prefer if they didn't do that. Alright, so Lavender just to dress to channel our attack, our Mega Attack isn't bad. Mana regen isn't bad either, especially for this early bit. I'm probably gonna go this just because it gives more armor. The coin is appealing, but I'm gonna lose that armor so fast in the next couple chambers, I don't think it's worth it. Aphrodite on the attack. Ooh, I like this idea. I like this idea a lot. Come on, Aphro, give us a really good attack boon. I didn't trust that I was going to get out of that damage free, so I'm going to wait till they finish their attack animation, and now they are already dead because Blitz will pop them for me. I still decided to go in and take more damage than I ever needed to. Like, look at that. Our Omega Attack is already doing a fair bit of damage, and that's before we even have the boons that really directly buff the DPS it can offer. Granted, knowing how things will play out, we're going to get special boons after this.
This family's not so good at letting go, is it? After eons of prosperity, All that we've built together threatens to come crashing down, all because of a little bad blood.
Don't worry, we've got Zagreus to be the good blood. He's the good blood boy. Of course, we do not get her attack. Of course. Of course. Heartthrob isn't a bad idea. We're going to be using the magic fast enough. Spiritual Affirmation, also a very good idea. Heartbreaker does set us up for some duos later. I might consider that. And yeah, I think I'm going to take Heartbreaker here and hope for a higher tier Spiritual Affirmation later in the run. We're probably never going to see it. I do wish I could toss out my cast while I'm doing this. I cannot, which is a little bit unfortunate. Always remember to charge up your Omega attack while you're waiting for enemies to spawn in, because that's your best chance to do it for free. And then figure out where you're going to prioritize your DPS and get ready to launch right into it. You do get unlucky sometimes and run into an enemy with more armor than your attack can pop, especially if you don't charge it long enough. And that can hurt. That can hurt a lot.
Don't be frightened.
All right, let's get some grasp here. This used to be so much harder in early access. You had like barely any time to react.
Rest easy now.
I'm glad they made it actually doable. So mid-shop, we can't afford a magic. Max magic isn't a bad option here. I can't even afford a mystery boon, so I'm going to take the free magic here, I think. Oh, that was the end shop. Okay. We don't really need max magic here. One magic boon again, and I'm good.
Question.
Answer.
Tell me, ere we clash again, has your brother come to understand yet the necessity of his participation in your task?
No, we're fighting pretty hard right now.
It's been a bit of a struggle. He's found a suitable weapon in our father's spear, but he hasn't granted me its essence yet.
Then tell him what he needs to hear, if that is what it takes to spur him on. I do not like having to count on him any more than you, but his cooperation is an absolute necessity.
Not a fan of the idea of lying to Zagreus to get what we want, but okay, Hecate.
I need more than his cooperation. I need his trust. I'm not going to deceive him, if that's what you suggest.
Good on you, Melon. Good on you, Melon. That's how you should approach this.
I suggest nothing. The task is yours, as are the methods you employ to achieve it. But achieve it.
I do appreciate that Hecate...
The all-consuming flame.
Well, I thought I could dash through that. Unfortunately, I did not. I appreciate that Hecate does respect our autonomy in the invocation of this path. I do wish she hadn't suggested to lie to him, though. As expected, we are eating through our armor. Where is the real one? There you are. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Okay, we got out of that. I'm surprised that I got hit with that dash into her circle, though. I thought I was in the clear. All right, there's her first phase down.
Arise again, sisters.
So Kiwi, what else can I talk to you about in the meantime? I will say, so kind of like how my Lorenz video has ruined the word behold every time I hear it. Now I can't help but reference what I said in that video. I also do the same with Arise because of the intro to Cryptmaster, which was a typing, I don't think it was roguelite, but a typing game that you found I think it was relatively well received when it first came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I was a little too slow. I wonder if you could cast through that, actually. I'll go ahead and start DPSing this. Oh, we don't have knockback. Oops. Oh, that was the hit I didn't need to take. We're gonna just lose our armor here. That's fine.
My dress.
Angry Sheep beat the witches to death. We still have 1 Death Defiance, which is objectively more than enough when I play well, and objectively too little when RNG and my skill set just fail me on a fundamental level. It should be it for her. Get a blitz applied. All right. Do I really? Okay, I don't know why I didn't get iframes before. No matter. Our Omega attack, when we do finally get the Aphrodite attack on it, is going to do so much damage. It's going to scale so well. Hollow is not a bad option either for the AoE.
Each of the nocturnal arms is a terrible responsibility. I've only begun to realize their nature. A certain incantation shall deepen your understanding.
Oh, Kiwi, it's finally time!
The aspects of night and darkness.
We're finally going to unlock the aspect weapons. I'm very excited about this. Oh yeah. I also can very much feel my throat slowly decaying as I record my third of 3 Hades episodes for the day.
He's back.
You, my girl, are meddling in matters you do not understand. Your father made certain choices. He was bound by them. But you are not. You need not follow in his ruinous path.
I can do the thing you do with your voice too, where I talk normal and then on the very last word of the sentence I sound menacing.
Ruinous. You brought ruin to the underworld and the surface. I'll never accept what you've done. Now enough talk.
How very spirited. You truly think you can stop time? Well then, I would like to see you try.
All right, I drink a little water. Hopefully that helps my throat box.
Then watch this.
I can hear my throat box. I love that laugh. It's so threatening. I love it. Hopefully that water helps a little bit, but it seems to have made me phlegmier somehow. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. In the meantime, so yeah, Cryptmaster is one of those games that I'm passively interested in. Oh my goodness, 19 damage? What hit me there? It's one of those games that I'm passively interested in, but maybe not like the most actively actively interested in pursuing at this time. Maybe one day I'll play it, but definitely not right now. I like the riddle aspect of it. It seems cool. Speaking of cool, we've got Demeter. I think we'll go for her because her cast would be pretty solid in this build, just giving us an AoE option for survivability. The enemies are tankier, so I do need to be very mindful about how I play my DPS now, because going in for melee damage against enemies that will hit me with armor makes this a little bit dicier. I don't have to be so threatened by enemies that have... Shoot. I was hopeful I could get that off, but I was too close. I do outrange them, and there is a hammer, I think, that increases our AoE. We haven't given Demeter a nectar yet. Let's go ahead and get her keepsake.
To think the goddess of seasons herself is my grandmother. I am honored to have made your acquaintance.
I see the Witch of the Crossroads taught you not just strength, but grace. I hereby accept your offering, and have something for you as well.
Give us some barley for our soup.
A gift from grandmother.
The barley sheaf. I've never actually seen barley in its unprocessed form, like outside of a grocery store.
If it is true you reached the underworld's depths and slew that wretched Titan there, then good. It likely shall take more than that, I know. But you must have inflicted some amount of pain and perhaps fear. Which is a start.
Alrighty, what do we get? Arctic Ring. That's what we came here for. Arctic Gale isn't a bad option either, but we'll definitely take Arctic Ring. Freezing enemies so I can more freely Omega attack them sounds amazing. We have enough coin for a boon from the shop, so I am going to prioritize the HP here. And Artemis, excellent. Crit chance on our Omega attack does not sound bad, but I don't know in what way we will get it from her. The biggest issue with the axe I have is that the aspect of Arthur from Hades 1 was objectively, well, maybe not objectively, but very likely my worst weapon. I didn't play with it enough to really learn how to play it well, and that might be part of the problem. But I don't do well with slower attacking aspects because I kind of depend on the ability to get in and then bail out on my own terms. Appreciated critting there. That was some rapid fire high damage. I love that. All right, Artie, there you are.
I hate to even ask, but have you picked up any trace of Zagreus by any chance while in your father's house?
I slept in his bed. It must have smelt like him.
Artemis, it's hard for me to say. My brother isn't there, but I sense his presence. Our connection. He's not gone.
I guess that's good enough for me for now. Although it's much more cryptic than I'd like. Well, wherever he is, he better be all right. And not alone.
He's definitely alone and definitely glazing himself in the mirror. It's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. All right, let's see. Your bows in your cast may take critical damage from your attacks. A piercing arrow fires towards any foe damaged by your Omega cast, and any damage you deal may be critical by 4%. I mean, most of the time I'm going to have enemies in my cast, so that could work really well for us, but pressure points is just a guaranteed crit on everything, so I think I go that route. Pressure points, my favorite, my most taken boon out of every boon in Hades 1, objectively speaking. There's Poseidon. His gain wouldn't be a bad option here. Alternatively, though, Demeter does offer Weed Killer, and I think that's too good to pass up. Assuming we get it, mind you.
You're in my way.
Try and freeze this guy, get some damage, toss a Blitz on him before he runs away, and hope that it follows him. Ooh, our Blitz can crit Kiwi. I forgot about that fact. That makes Blitz even scarier. Because obviously, a really high base damage that benefits from Origination, getting enhanced by crit chance, tripling its damage even more.
Tucked away.
It's going to do a lot of damage.
That which slithers, seeps, and crawls, all of it thrives within the foul air and crushing climate near the bottom of the sea.
I don't know, that which slithers, sleeps, and crawls just feels like the beginning to a really fun poem, or maybe like a incantation Mel would do at the pot.
Definitely stuffier down here.
Or at the Hecate Cauldron.
Some seeds.
Oh, excellent, some HP, more importantly. I mean, the seeds are important too, I'm sure.
In the name of Hades.
All right, Dem, what do you got? Tranquil Gain, Cold Storage, Local Climate. Oh, wait, that's your Omega Cast. Darn, I thought that, I'm like, it's Weed Killer, it's Weed Killer, it's not Weed Killer. We're not going to be building around our Omega Cast, so I think I take Cold Storage. Enemies will be frozen for 4 seconds. I guess I should have taken that Artemis Boon that makes me crit in my cast, because I'm never going to... Well, I guess it's not freeze. Not my cast, it's my freeze. Never mind. Cold Storage it is. I don't think I want her mana regen.
Death.
It was a good version of it, but I think there are better options for how we're going to be playing soon enough. All right. Again, I am never a fan of enemies that force you to wait to attack them, and these are like the epitome of that. I want to be able to, I want to play the game on my terms, not on my opponent's terms. Reasons why when I play Smash, for example, I love playing rushdown characters that are constantly approaching their opponent and forcing them into inopportune situations. Hephaestus here isn't bad for the survivability, and honestly, we could use the tankiness, so, oh.
You speak to me of nightmares. Here is one.
All right, fair enough, Kronos. I am bad at these. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm so bad at these, staying in the circle without taking damage.
Your father's realm as once it was.
I wish the circle didn't time down. Oh, right, I have to activate it. Silly me.
When?
We'll go ahead and charge this up and get ready for enemies to spawn in. Oh, right, I forgot. How did I forget that they do that? The bigger issue is that the ring starts uncharging if you stand out of it for too long. I wish that was not the case. Because especially for things where you're just not killing enemies fast enough, it becomes very difficult to manage, I find. Perhaps that's not really the case, but it feels that way for me often enough. And it does seem like enemies spawn in infinitely, which is not great either. Right, I can freeze. I need to remember that I can freeze to my advantage. There are too many things here. I need to kill some things. Could have evaded that. I didn't, unfortunately. At least the ring is cooperating with me and going in the direction I need to travel. Now, if only I could hit you outside my range. And there we go. Good. Okay, a little spooky. Just a little spooky. Oops.
Mayhap I helped in my own way? Not like you took down Kronos with your bare hands, eh? The point is, good job, Witchy.
Thanks. We'll eventually do a boonless challenge, I bet. Attacks cause a blast that activates every 10 seconds. Not good enough. Attacks and specials deal more damage to armor. That could be really helpful. Or, honestly, Uncanny Fortitude, getting 20% HP based on our max magic. That's just a flat 20 HP that could scale further. It's really between Molten Touch and Uncanny Fortitude. I think I'll take the survivability for now. Armor is a bit of a problem. Armor is a pretty big problem. I maintain it. I'm going to take the HP.
My silver's come alive.
Because that's at least 20 HP, if not more. We get one more max magic, which we very likely will get forced into at some point while we're passing through the Morning Fields. I don't see a reason. It'll give us survivability. And it means that our magic rooms are that much more valuable than they were previously. Not to mention Chaos can actually give max magic, so there's a chance for that to be relevant too. I should use this at least once just to show you what it looks like. I really like the Omega Special on the axe. It's a lot of fun. It uses so much magic, so it's kind of hard to use without builds focused around how to play it right. There is one of my favorite weapon aspects, and my favorite weapon aspect on the axe that I've played with thus far does center around it though, so it's a lot of fun. All right, let's see. After the duration, restore 50% of your HP. That could be decent going out of Skilla. Attacks and specials deals 200% damage while not empowered by any boons. We do have that for our attack right now, but there's a decent chance I get a boon later. So I think I'm not gonna let it happen. If we take Chaos here,
What do we have in here?
if we take Chaos here, we will still get another room, possibly the end shop. I think it's worth it.
Going.
It could very much. I do have to be mindful going into a boss that I'm notoriously bad at for taking chip damage, that I don't want to take a real bad curse.
There was a certain humbling I felt within the depths. You reached your destination, did you not? Confronted Kronos and prevailed. And yet his influence remains. But perhaps the Titan shall relinquish control with further persuasion.
All right, let's see. Channel your Omega moves faster, sprint faster, increased gathering resources. None of this was worth it. I'm not going to use my special much, so channeling the attack isn't bad. I definitely don't want to give up casts right before Skilla. That would be real bad. More resources with gathering tools. This is probably the most neutral of them all, but I think we just take the Omega move faster. I won't use my special. I can deal with that and just focus on Omega, on the Omega attack for this. It's a shame. Oh, hey, Zeus. All right, here's what we do. We take the palm first, I think, see if it can hit our blitz again. It's Heartbreaker. Not terrible for us, but not great.
How vain of Kronos to have pressed all of those golden coins in his own image. The promise of a new golden age, some mortals say. Pah. That age has long since passed, and no amount of shining metal shall bring it back.
Another little subtle voice acting flourish there that I appreciated when Zeus said promise there, the promise of a new golden age, he kind of had like a huffed or like a weird, like a kind of sound to his lips when he said the promise part, like the P part of promise. I liked it. You can really feel that he is kind of making fun of Kronos, or like definitely talking down to Kronos. I guess we take Ionic Gain here. It's not bad. It does force us to go to a specific location to restore our magic, but it's pretty reliable, and I think it'll work for this build pretty well.
All of this tainted gold. You'll see that it's disposed of properly, Lord Charon. I long to see that night.
Alrighty, here we go. So I cannot use my special, but my cast is fine.
Excuse me? So tell me, lady, how is it that you seem to know our tricks? Other than the part where we keep playing the same act. Usually it slays.
It's so weird to hear people use the vernacular of the younger generation. Wow, I sounded old there.
The great tactician Odysseus says hello. Told me all about you. You claim you never let anybody get away. Though I understand, all but 6 of his hapless men got well away from you.
And those 6 hapless men were only didn't get away because Odysseus decided so. Again, let's not forget that he kind of used them as bait.
Odysseus? Oh, he's still on the hook. Big fish like that just takes a while to reel in, as he might say. Our song must still be bouncing around in his pretty little head. And now for yours.
Imagine if this was the song she sang in the Odyssey. That would be pretty funny.
This one's for those of you who thought they'd get away.
I positioned my dash really well there. Unfortunately, we don't have a way of getting origination reliably without our special right now, and arguably Blitz is not the most amazing for getting origination to go, because as soon as you meet the damage threshold, it has to be reapplied. Gnocchi is just screaming on repeat right now. Oops, I used my special. Force of habit. Try and get as many hits as I can there before we have to dash out. Huh, interesting. Because we froze Jetty on her way to that wall, she didn't actually pop her AoE when she slammed into it. Funny. Didn't know that was a thing. As long as we rotate in the correct direction, I should be able to get some good damage here. Just don't want to get clipped by any hits, so I'm going to play kind of safe here and maybe focus down Jetty for a second. Yeah, we're definitely going to be depending on our Omega attack the most for the bulk of our DPS on this build, I think. It's weird that it's not adding up the total damage. Okay. And while Skilla is unavailable, we go ahead and chase down Jetty, who decided to run, I guess. We need magic. Okay, let's go grab our Aether font. Yeah, I don't actually know the lyrics. Classic Jeff, right, Kiwi? Jeff never knows the lyrics to any song he enjoys. All right. Jetty should be done very soon. Okay, there she goes. We're just going to keep walking away from Skilla until she gives us an opportunity to attack. I was getting a little too close, so I had to give up. Yeah, it's like, so I was at the startup frame of my dash. Maybe, huh. I guess the start of your dash, you are vulnerable to damage, maybe? Interesting. Well, that wasn't me being vulnerable, that was me being silly. Where's my magic restore? Come on, Zeus, where are you? Zeus? Zeus! Oh, there you are. It blended in with the lights, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, guess I'm not doing that. See if I can hit both of these at the same time for now. She's gonna start doing these slow homing AoE casts. I can dodge those pretty reliably. I would really like to not use up my Death Defiance in this fight if I can, but it's not the end of the world if I do. I just would be... Oh, shoot, I used my attack again. Do a big slam, grab magic. Get ready to dash out. I'm focusing on this a little bit too much. I might also be reaching my capacity for recording for the day. Between my throat giving up and my ability to ramble seems to be decreasing. So this will probably be the last recording of Hades for the day, I think. Ah, shoot. Jetty has the ability to knock me out. She doesn't... It comes out quickly. It doesn't do damage, but it does hit you around. Yeah, I'd say, you know what? Zeus's magic restore is doing great. I'm perfectly happy with what it's doing for me. I think we take out Jetty here, hopefully. Skill is going to pop open and do her AoE in a second. Okay, we popped out Skilla, and Jetty has like barely any HP left. She's probably going to use her dash any second now. Or she's going to run away. Come and fight me, coward! Where is she? I don't actually know where she went. There she is. There we go. Okay, she barely had any HP left. So now what we do is... Oh, I'm out of magic. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. What? Well, I wasn't... My cast just didn't want to go off. Weird. This is fine. We have so much AoE that these little pinheads are not a threat. I think they're called pinheads. Who you calling pinhead? And there we go. Bam. We'll be getting our special back soon, and that will definitely up our overall DPS pretty quickly. Considering Blitz does a heck ton of damage. I really do wish I had a way to... Like, I guess Zeus's attack would be really good for us here at this point.
No sirens, thank the gods.
Yoki screams for the food she has yet to receive. Kiwi, feed her. Wake up. So I have this weird headcanon where every time I feed the cats, Kiwi wakes up, and I want to make sure that she's sleeping, but I have not had this theory
Don't give in.
Disproven. Kiwi, you always wake up whenever I feed the cats. It's really weird. It's like you're hungry.
Hopelessness. Failure.
And yeah, I guess amongst the list of things that I've claimed you as between Eldritch Horror, Vampire, Tentacle Enthusiast, you know, those sorts of things, Part cat is likely some of it. You definitely have a cat-like personality, I suppose, in terms of you like your people and not much else, and naps are nice, food is nice. I don't know, you're a lot more than that. You're definitely smarter than any of our cats are, that's for sure. Your intelligence is terrifying at times. Oh my goodness, I have to do 4 more encounters before I can use my special. We're gonna get to Cerberus before I can use my special, and that's assuming I take every encounter I can. Because I think you see 3 or 4 total for the run, or for the morning fields. All right, we'll go for the minor reward over here first. Actually, I guess since we found the palm, we'll go for that first. Where are the enemies? There they are. Yeah, we've got more than enough damage at the very least. It's mostly just playing this way is a little dicey for getting hit, because I have to hold still. And also, I was mistaken. I thought it was the dash attack, so I wasn't miscounting, but no, the basic axe combo is a 4-hit combo. It seems 1, 2. No, it is 3. Okay, so it is the dash attack I've been miscounting. There we go. Another palm on Blitz or Arc Flash. I think 10%. We're not able to really benefit from Arc Flash, so I'll go ahead and put it on the special still.
1 remains.
Let's go grab this minor reward, and then we'll go grab the hammer. The best possible boon we could find right now for this build is, I think, called Kinetic Cyclone. If we get it, I'll explain it. If we don't get it, I'll save it for another run when we do. Alrighty, so we have to travel a fair bit. I guess I'm not going to bother with these tiny enemies. It's just a risk of me taking damage that I don't need to take. Eventually, we will find the hammer. There it is. Okay. Drop my cast now, I guess, in case enemies come running at it.
Smackers.
We still would really benefit from seeing Demeter on this run and getting Weed Killer. I think that's like, that will be the single best DPS up we can get, aside from Aphrodite's attack, which I'm now realizing we still don't have an attack boon. Just like the last run where I was like, I'm gonna build around this one core boon. And then I never got it. It is a very Hades of Hades 2 to do that, by the way. Very Hades of Hades 2. Let's see, Sudden Cleaver, you channel your Omega Special 25% faster. Psychic Whirlwind, there it is. Your Omega attack fires around you, leaving you free to move and strike at the same time. This is what's going to make our Omega attack do a ton of damage while simultaneously being able to use our special and constantly pop Blitz. This is like the single best hammer we could have gotten for this run. It's great. Hell Splitter, your attack has 300 power, but the 3-strike sequence becomes only the final chop. Sounds fun, but I'm gonna get hit using that, so Psychic Whirlwind it is. And then there's Aphrodite and...
I think I'm finished here.
Aphrodite and Hermes, honestly, fantastic. We need both of those, frankly. So we'll try and find Aphro first, I would like. Take the HP, may as well. 38 HP is a lot of HP. Still can't use my special, need to remember that. There's Aphro, so let's kill this guy before we start. I don't need to regenerate magic. All right, where's the first enemy gonna spawn? Up there? Okay, we'll drop this here, charge up our Omega attack, and just go sliding through everyone. A shame that the individual fights in the Morning Fields don't count as individual encounters. That would make Chaos Boons so much more tenable here. They're pretty rough in this area. Like, that's the other thing that makes Chaos feel a little bit weaker, is simply the fact that their boons, in the Morning Fields in particular, the areas are so big that you just can't get them active as fast. Or actually, maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. I might be wrong. I am hopefully wrong here. Does it count? It does count. Okay, never mind. I'm completely speaking out my arse. Fair enough. That's what I thought, but for some reason I thought we were at 2 to begin with when we started the Morning Fields.
I accept this message.
All right, let's see. There's our Flutter Strike. Wispy Wiles, though. Ooh, 2% dodge chance for each wind boon or air boon you have. That's very tempting, and it's a Fated Prophecy count, but we need the Flutter Strike. It's gonna literally double our damage anytime I am near an enemy. Like, watch it. Look at that. We melt them now. It's so good for this build. Like, right, we have kinetic. We got Psychic Whirlwind. One more fight, and we are going to be able to use our special, and our DPS is going to go up amazingly. We'll kill this Lamia because she's close. And this other Lamia spawned in the wrong place. Feels bad. Drop my cast because I'm about to get crushed by a bunch of enemies. I thought these were the guys who punch, not the guys who throw their little eyeballs or whatever it is, their stomach gut. I think they just... Is it vomit? Let me see. What is it? Yeah, it looks like it comes from their throat, but I'm going to picture that as coming from their mouths.
Something changed about my
All right, Chaos Boon activated.
Officially, I'm keeping tabs on you. You're not supposed to know, just so you know. I tell Olympus all the latest happenings, nothing too private, mind, and then I tell you more. Just keeping tabs on everyone, I guess.
Alrighty, what do we get here? Quick Buck, Winter Circle, Nitro Boost. Okay, so Winter Circle's out. We're not using our Omega cast. Quick Buck is probably our best option. Gives us 100 coin, including that 100 coin. It gets increased by 20%. So we get 120 coin right off the bat, and then all other coin drops are worth more. Nitro Boost isn't bad. Blocking 1 instance of damage each room is pretty solid, but it does require us to be running. I think Quick Buck is the route to go here. And there we go, a nice 120 coin. All right, where to next? So I can use my special now, which is amazing because that is going to do so much damage in the long run. Hey, some free HP, excellent. And now I can freely do the dash strike into special combo again, and then dash out, drop my cast so they're stunned, and then bail back in with the Omega cast charge up, or the Omega attack charged up. Do we have anything else to gain? It doesn't look like we have anything else. Let's go. Okay. I think we skipped the mini boss for Echo. Echo's too good to pass up. Right, I saw the fishing spot even without it glowing, and I'm like, ooh, fishing spot, let's go. I don't have the rod of fishing yet. All right, Echo. Let's go ahead and give you... Oh, I can't give you a gift yet. Okay.
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. All right.
So many dangers all throughout these fields. Yet you're on this bridge. I feel a sense of comfort, even peace. It's because of your presence and your power.
They did write Echo in a very soothing manner, I would agree.
Your presence and your power. Presence and power. Presence and power.
Alrighty, let's see. Fight, fight, fight. Gained 60% max HP and magic based on their limits, but lose 5% after each location. So that would mean bonus rooms like Hades' room and such would hurt us. The question I have about Fight is, does it keep decreasing after you lose the 60% you gained? Granted, we do need to do 20 locations to lose all that HP, but it does feel rough. I think, honestly, gold sounds like a lot of fun because we have the Hermes buff as well to get more coin. So after your next purchase from Charon, gain another at no extra charge in most cases. So here's the thing about gold. I always forget that I have it, and then I buy the cheap thing first, like a palm slice, so I have to be mindful of that. Mini boss, Hef, or something else. Selene again wouldn't be bad for this run, but I think I'm just gonna go for the Hef boon. We take his dash if it's offered, but there are things that he could offer that are better. Oh shoot, I'm slowed. All right, let's get out of here. I think we kill our friends. I don't have a good way of dealing with all of this stuff just yet. Toss another. I can't believe I missed that. There we go. Really? Oh my goodness. That Lamia survived. That Lamia survived a lot. I can't speak, Kiwi. I can't speak. This is definitely the last recording for the day for sure, and not just because I hear you waking up. That Lamia survived way longer than she had any right to. Hopefully, we get ourselves a good survivability type boon, and by that I mean we get some armor from Hephaestus. But like, look at that. That's how our DPS goes now that we have Psychic Whirlwind. It's so good. That is not a boon, but I took it anyway. Oops.
Within the vastly sprawling fields of morning reside countless sorrow-spreading shades, as well as demons that insatiably feast upon their misery.
Giving snakes a bad name while they're at it.
Alrighty. Hephaestus, we already have your keepsake. Give us something good, buddy. Smithy Rush, Heavy Metal, Molten Touch. I mean, now is a good time for that. Burning through armor would be really nice going into Tartarus, I guess. Heavy Metal, though, 75 armor is really appealing. I think, honestly, I'm going to take Heavy Metal because our cast lets us deal with armored enemies, not directly by breaking their armor, but freezing them in place for 6 seconds. It's kind of busted.
I see it.
What are we collecting here? There it is. So if I take this max magic, I gain 20% of it as HP, so I don't know, that's not a lot. Take the Hef boon for... Wait, I almost did it. I almost did it, Kiwi. I remembered I'm gonna buy Hef first and then get a different boon.
Here's the gold.
Okay, good. Martial Art, your attack and special deal more damage for each Earth imbued boon you have, plus 5%. So that's 15% more damage right off the bat. That's awesome. Gladly take that.
Olympus, I accept this.
And then we get another Earth boon potentially. And that will be either Security System or Trusty Shield. I can afford to prime 30 magic. Or I just... Security System gives me more. But this gives... I think we take Security System. Yeah, we'll take Security System. It's only for 7 seconds, but another 5% damage. That's awesome. Now, do I buy the magic? I don't think I do. I've gotten a lot of survivability off of that armor. We're gonna have 75 armor plus 75 armor for 7 seconds each fight. I save my coin for an actual HP upgrade. I definitely save my coin for an actual HP upgrade. It's just more cost effective that way. Let's go for the freeze, charge up our Omega attack, hit him with as many specials as we can. Try not to die immediately. I'm gonna get hit by this if I'm not careful. Whoop. Bailed out of that just in time. Charge up another Omega attack. Yeah, all I have to do is charge up Omega attack and then spam special, and it does so much in the way of DPS. I do have to be mindful of Cerberus's hitboxes though, because they are big and scary and hit very hard. But there we go, already phased. Awesome.
Stop bothering the dog.
Alright, I need to grab my magic. I do need to be mindful of that. Cast that out. Jump in, toss some specials. The other thing that's worth mentioning is so my dash no longer cancels out my Omega attack anymore, so it's awesome. He did not get clipped by our cast there, interestingly enough. Oh shoot. We're almost out of armor. We just needed it for Cerberus, frankly. Well, we definitely used it for Cerberus, all right. I am so prone to getting hit by this. I just need to make sure that I don't drop this Death Defiance before we finish Cerberus. Like, I would want to have it for Kronos or at least Tartarus if I can. luckily dodged that. We're out of magic. Let's grab this. Where's the doggo gonna be? Where's the dog? There's the dog. Like, look at that damage. As long as I'm hitting, I'm gonna get. All right, let's go for the fancy finish.
Spirits of despair, be gone.
I love the Omega special so much. It's so cool looking. Just spinning the axe and then slamming it down.
Keen and multi-headed Cerberus descends again into the comfort of his pit.
Sounds like Chroma. She loves descending into the comfort of any sort of black hole. She herself is a black hole, mind you.
Now to your master and abode.
Black cats are very silly, Kiwi. They blend into the shadow way too well, and then they get sat on. Why are you crying?
My brother's biggest fan.
Was it happy tears for our victory or sad tears for Cerberus, or are you just you miss Zagreus and you're crying about that, maybe? All right, let's go ahead and heal up. 30 HP from the fountain, not a lot, but enough.
One last drop.
And I will say, having Wayward Sun active has definitely healed us a fair bit.
Ground floor.
Alrighty, what have we got now?
The ever-shifting halls of Tartarus.
Kiwi, it sounds like you have woken up at long last, and Yoki is screaming at you, and you have just said, "Oh no!"
Shifting chambers.
And she's telling on me. She's telling on me to Mom that I didn't give her breakfast. I'm in so much trouble. I'm not actually in that much trouble.
Have a bit of an infestation.
You know, I will say, having Psychic Whirlwind with a sprint up or a speed boosting boon, like Chaos's increased sprint speed plus Apollo Dash, would be pretty funny to just charge up the axes and then run around melting everyone with the damage. I know these enemies are dead if I leave them with the blitz damage on them, so I kind of move away once I have the blitz and I know they're within death's distance. I did that a lot in Hades 1 with Dionysus boons too. Omae wa mo shinderu.
Best not stay any longer than I must.
I probably shouldn't go taunting enemies like that, but I can't help it. I am so cocky when it comes to the games like this sometimes. So the thing about it is now that I think about it, you do have a movement speed debuff whenever you're channeling your Omega attack, but also like using it, I'm pretty sure. But because I'm not slowed down, I can sprint as well as just have my base move speed. It's pretty nice. I hit you with my special. Why didn't you take blitz damage there? That's weird. Good to see that not all teleporting enemies clear their debuffs or their curses like Kronos does. I was a little bit worried about that. And there is Hades. Okay.
Greetings, Father.
All bound in chains of hardest adamant, the erstwhile lord and master of the dead now is a prisoner within the realm the fates themselves decreed was his by right.
I'm sorry, Father.
I need to be more mindful about activating little flavor texts of Homer in these areas before the NPCs have a chance to talk.
Three-headed Cerberus eyes every surface of the chamber all at once.
Does he lick any of them? Because that was a very Cerberus thing.
To think that you might stop the Titan forever. In my youth, I could not believe we were related. Yet now I realize I've grown old and wretched and wrathful, like him.
It is, again, worth noting the degree of character development and self-assessment that Hades achieves from all of his interactions with Zagreus.
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare yourself? Look what the Titan did to you.
We did this to each other. Gods and Titans, doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while. Do as you must, but take no vengeance in my name.
And I think this is some rewriting that they did to better the ending, but I really do appreciate that both Hades and Kronos recognize that multiple parties were at fault. It's not just one or the other. It was just, I mean, family feuds are often not one-sided. Anyways, let's see what we're going to take this time. Deep Descent. In your confrontation, Kronos summons fewer reinforcements. Life tax, regain 1% of your max HP. Or Cinerary Circle. I mean, I want to complete these packs of punishment, but once we have aspect weapons and more arcana, we're going to be able to use these with less risk. So I'm going to stick with life tasks for now and keep myself alive. All right, let's see if we get any bonus chambers this time. They were very stingy in the last run. And by they, I mean RNG, I guess. Again, need to try and not take the unnecessary damage that is caused by these time turner type enemy looking things. Or what are they? Sand. Oh my goodness, hourglass. Hourglass, that's the word. How did I forget the word for hourglass? Jeez. All right, let's see. Adding extra room. Hephaestus mini boss. Let's go for it. All right, we got the scary mini boss, but I should be able to melt him extremely quickly with our build, especially if he's frozen the whole fight. All right, that was half his HP instantly. Gotta love it. He does still hurt. Oh my goodness, he hurts. We froze him again. That's good. Once I get one more bit of damage on him, we should pop his armor, and now he is just dead. And I took 60 damage here, actually. We lost all of our armor. That said, at least we have security system still. I don't know why I took that. Let's see. Smithy Rush, Molten Turret. I think now we take Trusty Shield. It's only 15 armor, but it's 15 armor every room. It blocks one solid hit from Kronos. It's still worth taking. This room usually has gold pots. Like, oh, you know what? We haven't unlocked the gold pots. That's why. All right, we'll take the palms and hope they end up on the attack. If we get an attack, if we get a palm on the attack, that's going to be incredible. Just keep tagging everyone with special as the Omega attack goes on, and they just get melted. Like, look at this DPS. It is beautiful. It is glorious, in the words of what is his name? Not, oh my goodness. Spiffing Brit, there we go, Spiffing Brit. I didn't realize you could extend this. That's funny. That's actually really funny. Wow, security system gets buffed hard by palms. We don't do that. We take the 50% more damage on the attack for sure, but oh goodness, we're gonna be hitting like a truck. We do have origination, right? I guess we have origination for as long as we can apply blitz. We really could benefit from one more curse. Aphrodite dash would probably be our best way of applying it at this point, I think. Although that said, as long as I'm spamming special, we're probably still good. Yeah, I think as long as we can't double up on Demeter curses. Even though Demeter for some reason has two curses, it counts Gale and Freeze as the same thing in terms of like what is counted as a curse. So you still need one. You basically need two curses from two different gods. Is really how they should have phrased it. Nonetheless, I mean, I think our best shot is we see Aphrodite here. That's fine, our armor broke, but it was the armor that regenerates every room. All right, final chamber before the shop, unless we get a bonus chamber. Do we get a bonus chamber, Kiwi? What do you think? Place your bets. Oh man, Psychic Whirlwind feels so good on a build like this. It feels so good, yeah. I am getting a little skeeved out by all these enemies with their big, spooky orbs of damaging effects.
No use.
I can probably finish them this way, though. Oh, so if you didn't know, I mentioned it with Lyn and Oros because it works for them too, but you can actually attack, and then charge up your third attack and dash during it. So you can kind of be mobile with the axe more than you would think. Still don't like it.
There it is.
Hey, there's Aphro. Okay. We go for Aphrodite first to try and get her dash. Come on, please.
Love binds us all together and inspires us to feats we never could accomplish on our own. And don't just take my word for it, gorgeous. Your wise and even-handed uncle. He knows all about spreading the love around.
What are we talking about here?
You're most correct, dear Aphrodite, for my rule is based on love of family and of mortal kind as well. What are we fighting for, if not a way of life in which our passions are the driving force?
Zeus is Aphrodite's dad, right? I don't know, those comments were kind of weird. Oh my goodness. This is weird. Okay. I really, really, really don't like Glamourgain I really don't like Glamourgain as our magic regen. It's too slow. 12 every 1 second is not... Actually, I guess that's kind of enough. It would apply weak and it would give us our origination. So I guess I take that. What a weird set of things. I mean, Wispy Wiles is objectively really tempting. It would give us 8% dodge chance, which is a lot. It's a pretty sizable amount. But yeah, I'm going to take Glamour Gain because that will reliably give us Origination, and it's going to up our damage. And I guess it does give us a 30% damage reduction. We'll get a Romantic Spark eventually when I have a build that's better suited to it, but we don't have it right now. All right, there we go. Take Demeter next. Frigid Rush, Snow Queen, Arctic Gale. None of these are amazing for the build I'm running, but I'm going to take Snow Queen because it blocks an instance of damage, may as well. And we'll take some armor.
Unseen, my lord.
And now we send it. We're going to have a lot of DPS here. A lot of DPS.
Returned again, I see.
You spoke before about the consequences of the past, of your own mistakes. Yet this is how you choose to rectify them. Your entire family is against you.
As ever. The only difference now is there are even more of you, all falling in line. You would excise me from my own family? Then very well. But this is the result.
They really did write it as though it does sound like, I really appreciate this. They've written it so that Kronos does sound like he longs to reconnect with his family and feel like they can be some degree of together again. So I do appreciate that bit of writing there.
You don't even want to rule the underworld or the surface, do you? You just want to get back at your children. How petty and pathetic.
Each passing generation even quicker to judge than the last. Was I the perfect father? No. Otherwise my children would have been perfect as well. And now even you are caught in this spiral.
You've got to break the spiral somewhere, Mel. Alright, we charge up a mega attack, we dash in, and then we just start spamming our special to reapply Blitz at all seconds. I'm gonna get hit here. Darn it, I dashed in front of him by accident. Why was he glowing so much there? Weird. I think I try and take out his friends. They're getting in the way. They are very much getting in the way. Okay, well there goes all our armor. Not good. Oh gosh. Just barely evaded that and somehow took out his friend in the process. Not gonna complain about that. We are definitely out of armor, which is a little scary. I'm going to try and take out as many of his minions as I can because they're just going to get in the way here. Man, we primed 45 magic. I'm now realizing what that means for our run. That is a lot more magic than I probably should have primed, admittedly. Oh, of course you dropped that. Lame. Get him with the cast. Spam the special. Like, this is the biggest risk of the Omega attack builds, is that I need to be able to spam against him, which isn't always easily done. And I need to spend so much time charging the attack as well. But if he's going to give this to us, I mean, that's free damage, if ever there was some. Keep Origination going, and look at that DPS going. That is some solid DPS. Oh gosh, I'm dashing into that. Oh. Actually, you know what? I forgot. We have life jacks. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't make a bit of difference. Daddy has got our back. Alright, dash to me. Really? I had my cast iframes there. I think I was caught in the actual like AoE of it, and he pushed me along for the ride. Or maybe it's only if I'm in my cast. I'm not sure. I need to read how this works again, because clearly I don't fully understand it. No matter, we haven't even popped strength yet. We're fine.
I grow quite weary of this dour place. 3, 2, 1.
Kronos knows how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, but the world may never know. We bail out from this because I don't want to get hit. Start charging up a mega attack. Dash towards him, cast for survivability. I still went right back into the hit. It's fine. Bail out of this, start charging up a mega attack again. We're gonna toss that out. We use our cast for survivability. This is gonna do a ton of damage. Look at that, 868 crit from Blitz. Like I said before, Blitz does so much damage, and it works with every other build. Like, they found a way to make Zeus not just make his own builds really strong, but everyone else's builds, which wasn't always the case. I mean, Zeus's call was probably still solid enough that you could argue for something to the contrary, but I don't know. I still maintain that Zeus was objectively one of the strongest gods in Hades 1, but I don't think he felt this powerful. Here he feels insane. Honestly, we just face tank at this point. We just face tank. I don't care that you're trying to scare me with this. We kill you before you even pop it. What a strong build for the axe.
Well, this was certainly a treat, granddaughter. Again tomorrow night, perhaps.
Actually, no. We're gonna go to the overworld tomorrow. So no, we're gonna stand up our grandpa, our sandpa.
Perhaps. So tell me, Titan, is this what having family about is like? Bitter feuds and snide remarks?
Oh, yes. This is the whole of it. I may have denied it to you, but I was doing you a favor. You shall see.
It is really sad to see two potential loved ones just bickering this way. Like, it's just anger on both sides without any room for understanding or time to talk to each other. It's definitely a little sad.
You shall see.
See you soon, Sandpappy. Eventually, probably. Maybe not. We've got some aspect weapons to unlock. I'm very excited for that. All right, so how do we honor this run? I mean, let's start with the hammers, because I think the hammers were objectively really good. So let's see, we got... Where is it? I'm not good at recognizing the design on the hammers. Where are they? Come on. Furious Whirlwind. And Psychic Whirlwind. Brilliant. Aphrodite Attack. Zeus Special. 30% more damage because of the Hephaestus infusion. I honestly didn't even pay attention to Heartthrobs. I don't know how much damage they did. They did not do enough damage to be on our damage inflicted chart. Our Omega attack did 3 times the damage of any, or 4 times the damage of anything else, pretty much. No, 3 times. 3.2 or something like that. Anything else I honor? I mean, survivability is great. Freeze duration was pretty funny. Crit chance. Oh yeah, definitely crit chance. Or, oh, you know what? Arc flash. There we go. We were popping blitz left and right and doing so much DPS. It was great. All right, Kiwi. Let's go say hi to Zagreus another time. We're actually almost at the point of where we have all the sand we need.
The remains of time.
I still find it a little weird that we're just sleeping in our brother's bed.
Again, to the abyss of the subconscious I descend.
Also, that Cyclops skull over there by Zagreus's bed. You think could that be Polyphemus's? That's the only Cyclops I'm aware of in Greek mythology that this game builds off of. Would be a little uncomfortable. We also have a Gorgon head there, so who knows?
Once more, night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
I guess Zagreus saw that his dad had skulls on his shoulder, and he's like, I want to have skulls too. Maybe as a kid growing up, he was more into his father than he was as a teenager or young adult.
My dream, she says. Well, come on then. This is hardly what I'd call a haunting. Just standing around waiting to be haunted. It's mildly foreboding at best. Nowhere near the unnerving sensation one would expect.
All right, Zagreus, here comes the haunt. Although it would be really funny if we just kept him waiting and that is how we haunt him. We just make him never stop thinking about us.
Wait. Oh, hi, sister. Back to haunt my dreams some more. I didn't like where we left off, arguing over our relatives and our duty. Besides, Father always says no fighting in this house.
Just everywhere around the house, right?
I didn't feel good about it either, and I couldn't help thinking about what you said. I know you were being honest with me about your concerns. All this must be so much to take in.
Believe me, I'm absorbing it as quickly as I can. We have this sinister grandfather who's resorted to all-out war against the rest of the family. One way or another, he needs to be stopped.
But he can be stopped with love instead of hate.
That's right. And I've been trained in how to stop him, though unfortunately it requires you to do some of the dirty work. The worst of it, in fact. I can understand why you would be reluctant.
You know what we need? We need to get Hestia and a giant oven, and then we bake him bread. Because Kiwi and I always say, make bread, not war.
So what do we do? Say we proceed as planned. I get Gygaros to you, you do something to it. I use it to destroy Kronos in my time before he takes control in yours. Then everything would be all right.
We definitely say that a lot, right, Kiwi? I think what I usually say is actually make bread, not love. Maybe I make bread and love. I don't know. Oh, that, you know what? Saying that out of context is definitely concerning. Never mind. This is a PG. Never mind. Bail out. Zagreus, Mel, say something.
Well, I assume so, yes. We can't anticipate exactly what shall happen in a world without time, but it's existed in that state before, and can't be worse than letting him prevail.
But if Kronos is gone, what happens to you? You're here because of everything he did.
No. If Kronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog, you. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if we don't act.
I like that the three-headed dog is definitely important to her, that she didn't get to grow up with. And I understand, like, if I had someone who denied me the possibility of growing up with a dog, I would definitely be sad.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all.
I don't want to lose you either, Zagreus. I want you back. You and all the rest.
Well then, I'd better get you Father's spear. I'll have it for you next we meet. I promise.
Thanks, brother. Leave Gygaros in your chambers for me, and we'll go from there. For all our sakes.
I am glad, because like the last conversation was definitely a little bit angrier and more bitter than I want it to be for these guys. It's not a surprise that they have a resolution to it and that they find kind of a common understanding for things, but interesting nonetheless.
From mists of memory, return to Shadow now.
All right, and I think we're going to be abducted by Moros here. Yep.
I heed your call once more. Again, our journeys intertwine. Why did you call upon me, Princess? Did you not receive the artifact I brought you from the Fates?
Sorry, you have a keepsake I like. Actually, I never use it. I used it a lot in early access and then stopped using it altogether.
Lord Moros, I did receive the fated list, and summoned you once more as it ordained. All children of Nyx are welcome where I reside. Might we speak further there? I have many questions.
I don't know whether I can answer them, as my own search for truth has not been going well of late. But I'll not decline your cordial invitation. Please lead the way.
His voice is weirdly soothing for someone who is the aspect of doom.
Then follow me.
I shall.
Where did he go?
All right, Phrynos, good RNG, please.
Happen to see a tall, horned fellow passing through?
I do really like that there is contextual dialogue with Phrynos every time there's reason to be.
Dora must be hiding for a bit.
A brief word?
Another prophecy.
What have you got to say, bud?
Princess, we've not met formally. I'm called Moros, Doom, or the official bearer of bad news. The Witch of the Crossroads apprised me of the situation here, and was gracious to invite me to stay for now.
Bad news, buddy.
You're welcome here and safe, Lord Moros. So then you know of my task.
I would call him Bad News Bear, but he doesn't really have the body of a bear. I think bears are supposed to be like larger men. I don't know. This is a bit of a culture I'm definitely not familiar with.
To vanquish the usurper of the House of Hades seems more than a task. I regret this burden is yours to bear, and much sooner than expected.
It's all right. I was born for this.
Hey, Artemis. Nice singing.
The sonorous voice of the goddess of the hunt fills the clearing like a ray of moonlight, stirring the eternal souls of shades that there reside.
She's not. I see that look and know you must be going through a lot, Malinoi. But don't forget what we decided here.
To sing together.
We leave our worries at the threshold to this little clearing, yes. Though, don't you ever slip? Catch your mind drifting back to your concerns?
That's what the song is for. It doesn't make our troubles go away. It's so we can face them as best we can.
So, the thing she's sitting on, it's stone and moss, right? It's not an actual deer, right? I'm uncertain. All right, Harbinger of Doom, the daughter of the god of the dead, shall some evening summon our feared emissary to her abode. In a flash, she shall realize the incantation to achieve this.
Lord Moros has arrived. Now what?
We definitely have some people drool over his body. I mean, the swoon for the art. Beautifully drawn art, and it's definitely not me.
Right on time.
I don't even know what bears are.
Death to Kronos.
Your mom loves bears, Kiwi. I was about to say the fluffy furry kind, but you know what? That doesn't make the statement better, Kiwi. Why do we keep going to the crossroads and then I just say things that I deeply regret? Standing in front of Hecate pretty consistently, too. This is bad. This is bad. We need to end this episode and bail out quick.
Zagreus and I finally reached an understanding. He knows what needs to be done. But I wanted to ask you something, Headmistress. With Kronos in the past, there's truly no other course but to destroy him.
Oh. Blood and darkness. He's got to you, hasn't he? Your brother, at least, if not Kronos himself. Why are you asking me such things when you have come so close to the completion of your task, Malinoi?
I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't feel great to want to kill one of your relatives. Sometimes it probably does, but that doesn't mean you should do it.
Well, for one, we're on the verge of destroying time itself. For all you've taught me, I've never fully understood the repercussions this would have.
I mean, in Dragon Ball Z, they destroyed the moon and there were no repercussions, despite the very concerning effects on gravitational pull and tides and things of that nature. But, you know, I guess DBZ logic and Greek mythology probably don't necessarily fully line up with each other, but there are definitely similar themes and characters for sure.
We cannot know such repercussions ere they come to pass. Our charge, your charge, is to stop Kronos, whatever it takes. I trust you shall require no additional reminders.
Yeah, see us in a couple episodes, maybe, Hecate.
None.
I'm prone to getting distracted by very inane tasks.
The nocturnal arms still are holding something back.
There they are, the aspects of night and darkness. We need 5 bronze, which can only be found on the overworld. So we're gonna go ahead and try and find that ASAP. Purification of fountains, we don't have cattails yet. Surge of Stygian wells, no. Really looking forward to being able to gain access to keepsakes. Maybe I need to get more keepsakes before I can access that. So let's go ahead and unlock as many keepsakes as we can here. We have 7 nectar.
Headmistress, if it isn't inappropriate, I have a little gift, seeing as your personal supply ran out a while back.
Ah, the hounds shall lap this stuff right up, I think. I shall safeguard it for them as a treat. And why don't you hold on to this in kind?
I like that Hecate gets a really tasty treat and the first thing she thinks about is her pets. I respect that wholeheartedly. She treats her pets well.
Your silver wheel. I can have this? Odysseus on leave.
Alright, shoot. Was hoping to get Odysseus' keepsake this episode too. Oh well. Go ahead and plant some more things. At least we can start getting cattails. We need 3 of them for that incantation, so it's going to be a bit before we get them. At least 2 more nights, if not more.
Salutations to the shades of the unseen.
The Titan of Time can't be killed, not even by Zeus and his brother. Cause of death, Berman. I hope he must have had a run-in with uh-oh.
Got him, huh?
We can give you a gift at least.
Nemesis, maybe we could start again. Here, I got you something.
Don't need your charity, princess, or temptations while I'm on duty or off. You're doing this because you want something from me anyway, so here, knock yourself out.
She's not wrong, but she's also not quite right. I did appreciate that her 3D sprite in the background actually turned her head away when we talked to her there.
Thank you, Nem.
Like, usually I'm too busy looking and enjoying the sprite work, the 2D art, but it is worth appreciating the subtle animations that all the 3D models have in the background when you're having conversations sometimes.
Never thought I'd see Moros here of all places. But then again, it only makes sense Doom would come to the crossroads sooner or later.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing. All Nyx's kin are welcome here. Headmistress gave her word.
Whatever. Guess I better go say hello.
You should, and I'd love to see what you say when you do, because I feel like it's not going to be the
I can procure more moon dust.
the friendliest conversation per se.
What do I need?
I'm gonna save my resources for now. We'll see what we can buy. Are there no incantations I can purchase? Not enough molly, not enough cattail, not enough iron. So yeah, no, we can't afford anything here. So we'll sit on it for a little bit. Okay.
Wasn't on the list before.
Let us go see what we can get down here now. I guess that begs the question, what is our next run going to be? What do we get for our next testament, out of curiosity? So it doesn't look like we have any testaments that we can unlock until we get the surface a bit more progressed.
Welcome to your new abode.
Word reached me that this past night you achieved what you set out to do, young one. Major congrats on that. All my disciples and myself salute you on a job well done.
Thank you kindly, Lord Commander Skelemius.
Thank you, Commander.
Oh.
Though this was a step toward victory I never could have achieved if not for all the training and counsel from Headmistress, Odysseus, and yourself.
I didn't feel like Lord was the right term, so I went with the Star Trek term of Commander, but I feel kind of good about myself that I actually got the right term there.
And she even gives credit where credit is due.
Isn't Mel great, Skelly? She really is, isn't she? All right, we've got the grasp.
This has grave thirst this eve.
Grave thirst. We've got the grave thirst on the staff, so that's going to be our next run. Ooh, hello, Argent Skull. My best, if not second best weapon. I'm still undecided whether I like Umbral Flames or Argent Skull more, but I can confidently say it's one of those 2 weapons. We're We're a pretty sizable distance away from unlocking it, though, with all the glass rock we need to get for it. All right, so staff run. Let's do a Hef build. I want to do a Hephaestus build. We're going to go Ding Ding. Granted, it's not likely that we're going to get to Ding Ding much, but it's worth trying.
Do you swear?
I swear.
All right, Kiwi, my throat is shot after all this recording. I'm gonna go take a break. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I had a prophecy I wanted to check real quick. What is this? Natural talent. Defeat Hecate with no Arcana active. Maybe not. I don't think I do any of these. They'll happen naturally over time.
The widely hated, feared embodiment of doom goes wherever the ever-weaving fates decide, and none but they can anticipate his arrival.
Okay.
He sure knows how to make an entrance.
I've been talking pretty much nonstop for 4 hours, and my throat is showing it. So Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one for some more Hades 2. Also, Merry Christmas. I think that happened by now.